So I'm gonna get to know you better this Christmas, and as we dream. Hello to all of my Facebook family and friends. Welcome back to Time with Tracy. I am Tracy and I am here to encourage you today. And I am so excited that we are already in our third month of Time with Tracy. He is awesome. That's all I can say. Thank you for joining me today. And I want you to know that I'm not crazy. I know it's not Christmas season. I know it's not December. But somehow I was playing Donny Hathaway this Christmas, and for some reason, I have on my reindeer antlers. And you know why? It all goes with our verse of the month and our topic for today. And today, my friends, we are talking about seasons. Excuse me. Our verse for this month, is found in Ecclesiastes 3:1, and it says, "To everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven." To everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven. And since we're talking about seasons today, this is why I had on Christmas music, and this is why I'm wearing my antlers. I want to talk about this beautiful poinsettia today. I want to talk to you about this poinsettia because, believe it or not, I got this poinsettia in November of 2020 as I was preparing to decorate for Christmas. And can you look at this poinsettia? It's still alive, is vibrant in colors. The leaves are alive. And in fact, I don't know if I can find it, but somewhere on here today, I found a new leaf. There's a baby leaf coming, despite the fact that we thought this plant had a temporary season, that it would be long gone and have been died by now. This season still has a purpose. Never thought this poinsettia would still be alive and kicking March 1st, months after I bought it. And I'm sure that there is some type of scientific purpose for this plant, for this poinsettia. I'm sure there is some scientific explanation that it is releasing oxygen in the air and the chlorophyll and the green, and it helps us breathe and brings something to the atmosphere. I'm sure there is, but that's not my purpose for this poinsettia today. The purpose that I have found in this poinsettia is, first of all, it brings me joy. Every time I look at this poinsettia, I'm like, oh, it's still alive. It's still kicking. How amazing is that? It's so pretty. It brings me such joy. This poinsettia has the purpose of reminding me of God. It makes me think, if God can keep a poinsettia all of these months looking just like it did almost when I bought it in November, how awesome is he? God is awesome. Another purpose for this poinsettia is, it reminds me of Christmas. And anyone who knows me knows I love Christmas. So when I look at this poinsettia, which I keep downstairs in my living room, it reminds me of Christmas. It causes, oh, I'm like, God, look at this poinsettia. In fact, I had two poinsettias. One is gone. The leaves were crunchy. It had to go. But I'm looking at this one. I'm like, God, you are so awesome. Look what you created. You're keeping it alive. It looks beautiful. It's living. God, you are awesome. You can do anything. And another purpose of this poinsettia is that it brings me wonderful memories. It makes me think about the time my husband and I went shopping at Aldi. Yep. This marvelous poinsettia came from Aldi. So it makes me think of the time that my husband and I went shopping at Aldi and we saw these poinsettias and we like, let's get them. We usually get our poinsettias at Aldi. We also got a couple for my mom and they brought my mom joy. So it just brings good memories to me. That is the purpose of this poinsettia for me in my life, my friends. And I'm just thinking, that poinsettia is still here. So obviously, God still has a reason for it, just like some of the reason I shared. And I'm thinking, my friends, you're still here. I'm still here. So clearly, God still has a purpose for us. Unfortunately, I can think of so many people I don't even want to think about, but at least 50 maybe or so people who have gone to be with the Lord over this past year, and God has kept us during this pandemic and so many other things, and you're here, you're watching. So my friends, obviously God has a reason for you, and God has a purpose for you, just like he had for that poinsettia. Remember, for everything there is a season and a purpose for everything under heaven. So I just want to ask you some questions today as we roll on with Time for Tracy today, as we're talking about season, as we're talking about purpose. Remember, my friends, that God has a purpose for you. He has kept you and allowed you to see this season. And I ask you, how are you taking advantage of this time and this season that God has blessed you to see and continue life? How are you using your gifts, your skills, your talents? How are you using those things now? How are you spending time with God? Are you basking in his presence? Are you being obedient? Are you seeking him? Are you spending time with him? Is your time quality time? How is your time with God? How are you serving others? In what ways are you so serving others, encouraging others, praying for others, looking out for others, showing kindness? How are you doing that during this season? My friends, especially my sisters, how are you taking care of yourselves during this season? What are you passionate about? What is it that is burning in your heart, that has been maybe burning in your heart for a long time, maybe even years, that you want to do or you wish you could do? What are you doing about that? God has called you to do something. Do you know what that is? Are you asking him? Are you doing it? Guess what? This is the time, because God has allowed you to continue to be in this season. Are you making goals and working towards goals? You know what? You may have had some goals, some plans, some dreams, some ideas over the years. You might need to go back and dust those goals and ideas and plans off and revisit them. You might need to rewrite them and ask God what you need to do different. But my friends, I encourage you, because you are in this season, to move forward into your goals, your ideas and dreams. Take a step. Take 2 steps. If it doesn't work out, it's okay. Try again or seek God and see what else he wants you to do. But at least you know that you tried when you take a step. My friends, I say to you, don't be afraid to try. Don't be afraid to try something new. Don't be afraid to try something big. Don't be afraid to try something small. Just take a step and try. I want to encourage you, my friends, and remind you that God has allowed you to be in this season for a reason. And what you do with it is up to you. I'm rolling out today, God, my friends, as we close out talking about seasons and purpose, and remembering that if God can keep this poinsettia all of these months, he can keep you. Be encouraged, my friends. I know God has placed something in you. I know he has something for you. God believes in you, and I believe in you. Oh, and you know what? I haven't shared a joke in about 2 weeks, and a couple of people have asked me, why haven't you told any more jokes? I think the last time we shared a joke was when Mother Joyful was with us. And my friend Helen sent me a joke this morning, and I want to share it with you as we roll out this morning. Have you all heard about the wedding of 2 telephones? 2 phones got married. Did you hear about it? 2 phones got married. The reception was amazing. Get it? Phones, reception, 2 phones. It was amazing. It was great reception. My friends, be encouraged. Remember that for everything, there is a season and everything has a purpose. You have a purpose and you are in your season. Be encouraged as you move forward in God. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Stay encouraged and walk in your season. Goodbye and thanks for watching. See you all. Thanks. Guess I can take off my Merry Christmas now. Bye-bye.